Hi, I'm Naveed Jamali, and this is Behind the Tweet, a show completely sans sarcasm and satire. Uh, we're happy for our sponsor, Pocket Lint, because if you have enough, you can make a mask. Our first guest, I'm extraordinarily excited. He's joining us from his Dodge Ram, because if you can't dodge it, ram it, is Brent Terhune, a comedian who got his start at 16 and has been doing this for many years. It seems like 432 years ago since COVID started. But Brent, I'm happy to have you here, my friend.
Got your first correction for you, Naveed. Look, surprise, surprise, the lamestream media getting it wrong again. Does this look like a Dodge Ram to you?
I want to congratulate you on your unprecedented Twitter rise in support of your president. And I've heard that you've been getting
still your president, by the way.
I've heard you've been getting quite a few marriage proposals as a result of this newfound fame.
You're damn right I have. And thank you on the congratulations on my success. The pleasure's been all yours, by the way. But yeah, I've had a lot of marriage proposals from either side of the line, which I'm already married. Brenda, I said keep it down, Brenda. I'm in here trying to practice for Joe Rogan. I'm using this to get on Joe Rogan. So if you know him, you put in a word for me.
I think it's just joerogan@gmail.com.
I already tried that.
Yeah, did you get a different Joe?
I think he's got a Hotmail account still, so I'm going to try to do that.
So let's talk about Trump. Just the first question I have for you is, where do you think Tiffany Trump fits into this?
Never heard of her. Next question.
Well, of course, my favorite Trump right now is Mary Trump. You know, I've heard she wrote.
Well, are you going to bang and kill him too?
I heard she wrote a fantastic book. And I wanted to ask you about some of the revelations that came out in it. One of which was that apparently Donald didn't take the SATs himself. So I'm wondering, Brent, if Donald didn't take the SATs, who took the Electoral College for him? Do you think it was Matt Gaetz or Nunez or who do you think took it?
I think Donald J. Trump took all his tests on his own, whether it be the SATs, several drug tests, because you know he tested positive for Adderall. You can see it right here on his nose all the time. I think this man's a genius anyway, so the fact that you would even bring up that ludicrous book that I haven't read, but is offensive to me and this man right here.
I mean, I've heard it's true that no Trump has actually written a book.
Well, no Trump has actually read a book either, but that's beside the point.
Do you think that he would have been at a disadvantage? I think for the SATs, you get 200 points just for writing your name. So he probably would have already been in the hole coming out of this.
He probably had his butler fill out them bubbles anyway.
All right, Brent, let's talk a little bit about face masks. I know you're a big proponent of your body, your choice, and
hey, it's noon somewhere, Naveed. It's noon somewhere.
It's noon somewhere. Is that that's definitely not a natty light, I'm guessing.
It's emotional support beer. This is piss beer. This is 4.3% urine by volume.
Who's urine though?
Tastes foreign to me.
Are you
the only foreign thing I like?
Do you have a lot of experience with different types of urine?
Well, you didn't let me finish, but I'm from Indianapolis. You know where that is?
Is that somewhere down south?
Say Indianapolis. Indianapolis,
Napolis, right?
Yes, and we have a lot of farms around here, so unfortunately I am very familiar with different types of urine, although they be animal urine, but this doesn't taste animal to me. Tastes like a party.
And face masks. I mean, do you think as a
don't even bring up face masks to me?
Well, I know it's your body, your choice, right? So
That's right. Unless you're a pregnant woman, it's your body, your choice.
So you choose not to wear a face mask because it is your body, your choice, right?
That's right.
What would you say is when you choose to express your constitutional rights of not wearing a face mask and putting other people at risk, and when you go to a big box store, which do you think has the most gentle security services in terms of escorting you out? Is it Walmart? Is it Target? Is it Piggly Wiggly? What do you say? What's your favorite?
I would say Walmart's pretty gentle because they don't hire anybody under 90 years old. So they just kind of ask like you're their grandson or something. And you just say, not now, Papa, I'm shopping. But I do like Target. All them people are really nice. And, it's a higher class of people. So they try to keep me out there, mask or not. But I've been known to sneak in because I walk in with the mask. They don't know it's me. And then when I get past that greeter, I take the mask off because it's tyranny because I can't breathe. Can you breathe in a mask, Naveed?
I mean, yes, I'm wearing one right now.
No, you're not.
Do you think that if we...
Is that some kind of Snapchat filter you've been using the whole time? What do you you afraid I got something?
No, I mean, you look perfectly healthy. I think it's normal to have skin that's translucent.
Hey, I'm transgender, okay?
From what to what?
Don't worry about it. That's my body, my choice too.
You know, when you go out there, when you go to these big box store, what are you looking to buy? What do you need to go there for anyway, if you're not wearing a mask?
Mostly supplies to stock up because you never know. Because I was getting ready to say, I'm from Indianapolis and this is my compound, and we got a fence all the way around. And I stock up on all supplies. I get a 55-gallon barrel of ranch. We go through one of those a month, probably, right? Did you know that ranch is the nectar of the Midwest?
Wait, are you from Indianapolis? Where are you from again? I didn't quite catch that.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Talking about masks, what do you think is the right way to get people to wear them? I mean, what if we let you have like one or two statues? Do you think you'd wear a mask then?
Let me personally have a couple statues?
Yeah. Like, what if we just said, look, we'll allow you guys to keep 5 Robert E. Lee statues and maybe one middle school. Keep his name. Do you think you wear a mask then?
Well, that sounds like a bad compromise because we're going to keep them either way. But the way to get people to wear a mask is convenient that you brought that up because I'm actually selling masks on my website. It's infowars.net, INFAUX wars.net. And it's a face mask, and it's looks like the Confederate flag, a treason rag. And then it says, "Don't tread on me" and Trump 2020. But then the last 0, you can replace it with a 4 because he's going to win, and we're going to start campaigning again.
So who do you think comes after Trump? Which Trump? Is it
Trump
Junior?
again?
Is it Eric? Is it Barron? Is it Melania?
It doesn't matter as long as it's a Trump in the office. I don't care. It could be the dog, which you don't have one, but we could adopt one. I'd vote for that thing.
What if it's a Trump by birth?
I would go for that, but I don't have to see a birth certificate like some presidents.
Well, speaking of Trumps by birth and marriage, what's your take on Melania Trump and her statue being burned down? How come Trump isn't riding to the rescue of that statue?
That lady is the most beautiful woman besides my wife, but I don't tell her I said, but she's prettier than my wife that I've ever seen. And Melania, I will say nothing wrong about her. I just wish that they would get that White House tennis court finished so this woman could play her game. But
reuse, retire, rename. Ready? Dixie Cups, Aunt Jemima, or Uncle Ben's rice, and the Washington Redskins. What goes where?
you don't retire none of them, because Aunt Jemima, that's heritage, not hate. Every morning she sat on my breakfast table when my mom would make us. I'm a waffle man myself. I don't know what you are. I don't like pancakes. Dixie cups, that's how I wash out my mouth in the morning. What was the other ones?
Washington Redskins.
If they change the Redskins, they might as well change Washington too, because that man didn't back down. So that's just giving George Washington a bad name.
Would you be okay with the DC Redskins?
Yes.
All right, Brent, any last words before we jump?
Infowars.net. I'm also selling a Confederate flag romper for those that like to be woke but yet celebrate their southern heritage. I had too many of these already. It's noon somewhere.
And where can people find you? I mean, besides your Dodge Ram, of course.
Infowars.net.
And I know COVID is hitting us hard. Are you touring? Can they find you online?
You can find me online if you look on the dark web. I'm pretty easy to find. You should get the dark web. They got dark web Prime. It's free 2-day shipping on all the legal stuff that I know you've been buying. I seen your browser history.
You see my browser history?
Yes, sir.
We should match up browser histories one of these days.
Well, yours is worse than mine. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but they both have goats in them.
Well, because I type in GOAT as in Donald Trump, the greatest of all time.
Is that a real picture of him, by the way?
Yes, this is, people say, why is he dressed like Rambo? But I say, why is Rambo dressed like my president?
So it's anatomically accurate.
Yes, sir. You can't see down here, but if you get a magnifying glass, you could tell.
All right, Brent, this has been a pleasure. Again, Infowars.net.
Yes, sir.
And that's info, F-A-U-X, not to be confused with I-N-F-O, which is Alex Jones. No relation, by the way. He's not from Indianapolis, is he?
He's not from Indianapolis. He's from Austin, Texas, which is a liberal hellhole. It's like having an onion ring and a box of fries that don't make no sense.
Brent, one last time, one last word. Anything else you want to close on?
Infowars.net. Buy some merch because I'm really struggling here.
I can tell. All right. Brent, been a pleasure.
I know. Like I said, I started at the beginning. It's been your pleasure, Naveed.
Thank you, Brent, from Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.